Well, hello there and welcome back to Minecraft. We are riding through the mountains between our castle and our starter base on a little path I made. It's nothing too special, but, you know, it gets me where I need to go. I'm probably going to do some sort of landscaping or something at some point once I learn how to do that. I've never actually done any landscaping like that. But while the rest of that path doesn't look very good, I made a bridge. I really like this bridge here. Let's go over here. Look at this bridge. I am really, really happy with this bridge. I think it looks great, especially considering I've never done something like this before. So, I'm pleased. Let's go on a little trip real quick. Oh, yeah, I forgot I never actually finished the path. Okay, over the wall. There you go. Alright, you stay here. I'm going on an adventure. Hello there. What are you all doing down here? Okay. So, previously, we built our lovely redstone shop here in our little shopping area, which, by the way, we did actually get rid of that wall because we realized things were getting really cramped in here. So we built this lovely redstone shop, and we've had some sales. I already took all the diamonds out, but we've had some sales. But the problem is, keeping a redstone shop stocked is no simple task. Partially because I need to get all the redstone, and I don't really go mining anymore. I don't really go mining for resources because it's boring and tedious, and I tend to kind of die. And I do have my clerics that I buy redstone from. That's where I bought most of the redstone I'm selling from. But that is just not going to do. What the heck was that? Interesting. Must have been one of those zombie piglins. Oh, yes. Hello, you. I'm gonna kill you. There. So, while I like my redstone shop, we need a better source of redstone to be able to stock it up well. Also, we have had a little bit more progress. I've been working on trying to light this area up better. I've been using moss carpets over sea lanterns, and I think it looks pretty good for the most part. I'm kind of just going willy-nilly, though, so it's going to take a while to get it looking good. And my younger brother has built a casino of sorts. I don't really know. Actually, I think he owes me a beacon from it, because when I was helping him test it, I got a prize that basically said that he owes me a beacon, which he's no longer giving out here. I'm gonna have to remind him of that, though. He's at college right now, and our internet upload speed's so bad that when he tries to connect to the server, it takes him like a minute to open a chest. It's terrible. So until we upgrade that, he can't really play from school. Okay, so let's go and see what we're going to do to solve our redstone dilemma. If we fly north from our castle quite a ways, it really is quite far away. Oh my goodness. Still flying. Still flying. And we should be just about there. We found here, far north, but still within reasonable distance, a witch hut. So, I'm going to build a witch farm, because that'll give me way more redstone than I'll ever need, and some other byproducts that'll be useful, like glowstone and sticks, which, actually, the sticks will also be useful for building redstone components. So, see? There. I totally planned that out. I did not just realize that right now. So, yes, I have another portal here. I haven't actually connected it to our tunnel system yet, so it's not worth using because I'll just die because I hate the Nether. I'm good at dying. So yeah, I've been working on a design for the structure that'll go around the farm for quite a while now, and I think it looks pretty cool. I'm really excited to build it here. The farm itself is a fairly standard design. The one thing I'm doing that I think is going to be nice is that I'm going to surround it all in tinted glass, because then you can kind of see in and it'll still have good drop rates. But yeah, so let's get started on building this thing. Well, after a lot of building, it is finally done. So, now, keep in mind when you see it, I know it's very big. Also, I know it's not very well detailed. I'm not a great builder. I'm well aware of that fact. But, we now have our redstone factory, which I think looks pretty cool. And yes, again, it's way bigger than it needs to be. You'll see on the inside, but I think this thing is really cool. It took a while to build, and it's quite hard because it turns out I am very bad at estimating how many resources I need for things. I greatly underestimate everything. Like to finish these chimneys alone, I had to borrow a whole bunch of resources from my brother, which I'm gonna have to give him back at some point. But yeah, so let's hop inside and take a look at our brand new redstone factory. All right. Well, first, I took down that nether portal because I needed the obsidian. Also, you see there's a lot of glowstone around here. This is to light up this area for when I'm on the AFK platform all the way up there so that nothing spawns, which I'm pretty sure I got this whole area covered up fairly well. So let's hop inside our lovely factory here. And so inside, it's a fairly standard design. I mean, you got your spawning platforms and using flying machines to sweep them off. Down below, let's hop down here. I think it's here. Yep. If we hop down here, we can look. So, did that? Okay. Well, that's gone forever. So to the left and right here, we have there's minecarts in there, so the witches are killed with density cramming. And then all the drops are fed down in here where we have an item sorting system. And then these observers are part of the system to dispense them into these water streams here. Now, because of how I built the flying machines, sometimes when it reaches the end of a run, other mobs like zombies can spawn. It's very rare, but it does occasionally happen. So then actually at the end of this string, it drops anything that doesn't get sorted into the system onto a cactus, just so there's no backup. Something I'm probably going to do, I actually meant to do, is I learned that evidently if you put composters on top of hoppers, it helps reduce lag. So I'm probably going to do that at some point. Just not today, because I don't feel like it. So let's hop back up here. And we can go back in. So from the water streams, the items are already sorted. They go up through these big pipes here and over to the storage system. So this is kind of like a shipping department area. That's kind of what it's supposed to be. I know it doesn't really look like it, but hey, I'm not good at this. So we got all our items. The chests aren't labeled yet, but I kind of know where everything is. So like we got all our redstone. I will say sometimes, or a lot of the items actually end up in the top chest for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's not really a problem as long as I'm not losing the items. I used a lot of glowstone, otherwise I'd have a lot more. We got a ton of sugar, a ton of gunpowder, and look at this. Look how many sticks we have. Why will I ever need this many sticks? It's ridiculous. And spider eyes and the glass bottles, which I'll probably be trying to sell these to my older brother since he uses a lot of potions. Specifically for villager conversions. So, and yeah, again, this is fairly standard design, obviously. Now, I went with the flying machine here for sweeping them off instead of like a water stream or something, because I figured the piston noises kind of match the aesthetic I'm going for, the factory and, factory noises. So we got our control panel here. These do nothing. This launches the flying machine. It's kind of loud, so let's go away for when it comes back. So now, these lighting things here, I put here just because it's the control area. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. I mean, they're obviously not doing anything. Also, I don't have any wax, but I want them to be at this stage of the oxidization. Also, these lighting sources here, they're not staying like this. I just don't have the carpets. These are going to be covered in brown carpets, and then along here it's going to be like yellow and black alternating like a caution line. Now as for the size, I am well aware that this is way bigger than it needs to be, but I kind of just started building and it ended up being pretty big, and I didn't feel like fixing it because I'm kind of lazy. Also though, as for the height, I was originally actually going to have an elevator that goes up to the AFK platform. Like, the roof would open up, the elevator would have started inside this clock here, and then the roof would open up and the elevator would go. I ended up not doing that just because I couldn't figure out a clean, easy way to make the roof open up, just because there's not a lot of room up there for redstone. And so, like, the pieces of the roof were getting stuck on the slime blocks, and it was a mess. So I got rid of the elevator. I'll just fly up. It's not really a big deal. But yeah, so that's part of why it's so big. Now, I do have this nice big open area here, which I'm thinking of putting some sort of farm, probably for, like, those blue flowers, but I'm not really sure about that. So if you have some idea of what I should put here, whether it be a small farm or, I don't know, some sort of decoration thing, please let me know down in the comments. I'm open to ideas because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here yet. But yeah, so then if let's head upstairs now to our foreman's office. Now, it's funny, so I mentioned that I greatly underestimated how many resources I need for pretty much everything, except the acacia here for the foreman's office. I ended up buying 8 stacks of acacia from my older brother. 8 diamonds I wasted on that, because what I had at my castle I didn't think would be enough. What I had in my castle was actually more than enough. I don't know why I thought I would need so much, but I did, and it was just a waste of diamonds. So I have a lot of acacia now. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with that. So let's go into our foreman's office. Now, I'm gonna be putting more details in here, like potted plants and stuff. But so we have a bed here so that if we want, we can sleep here or set our spawn for if we're AFKing. Got lots of lights in here because I don't want it to get too dark. I don't want to die. And then we got our little desk here, which I like. It makes me feel powerful. I really like my chair. It makes me happy. But yeah, again, so I'm going to be putting things like potted plants and whatnot, you know, an azalea, maybe a dead bush. Yeah, I'm very happy. And I am aware that the clock does not show the same time on each face. That is because my workers do not need to know what time it actually is. They should be focusing on their work and not on when they get to go home. So yeah, again, I'm not a great builder, but I am extremely happy with this. I really like this. Again, I don't have wax, so that should be like that. Yeah, I'm really happy. Oh, it's getting dark outside. Let's go sleep. Now, let's head outside real quick. So, obviously this area looks terrible. I'm going to try and hide the light sources better at some point. And then, at least back here, I'm thinking I might make some sort of, you know, do some sort of scenery, like, you know, a road at the, you know, because this is like the loading dock area. So we're going to have, you know, maybe a driveway coming in, some trucks here and there. I'm not sure. I might not actually do that just because once 1.18 comes out, we're going to be resetting our world. So this isn't going to be here for that much longer. I might do it, but I really don't feel like doing it now. Also, I'm aware that this is kind of just floating here. I'm going to be putting cobblestone around the bottom, but again, I didn't feel like doing that now. But yeah, overall, I am really, really pleased with this. I think it looks good considering I don't really know how to build. I'm terrible at Minecraft, so yeah. Really happy. So now I want to head off and show you another quick thing that I did while I was building, because, you know, in addition to spending a little bit of time AFK for a break, I went off and did another quick project just because I needed a break from building. So let's head off. Again, don't have it connected to Nether right now, so it is quite a long flight back. So yeah, like I'm gonna have to remember to bring a lot of shulker boxes when I come here to collect stuff, so I don't have to make a lot of trips. All right. Nailed it. Ah! I am so going to die. That right there was panic. Okay. Luckily, I panicked in the direction I wanted to go. Alright, so. Hello. So. Through this portal is our guardian farm. Okay, it's really loud, so let's go over here where it's less loud. So our guardian farm previously, hello Jelly. Our guardian farm was purely manual. It was mainly built as an XP farm originally, but we have an Enderman farm, so it doesn't really need to be. So I added an automatic option to the thing. Yeah, there's manual, it's on automatic right now, so it'll automatically kill all the guardians and get the loot, because I really like all the prismarine and sea lanterns, especially sea lanterns. I use all over the place, and it's a pain in the butt to have to click to get them. So it's now automatic. I don't actually have any sort of item sorter or storage system put in place just yet. It just collects them and dumps everything into a couple chests. So I'm gonna have to arrange something like that at some point. You know what? Let's set our spawn, because it's a long way back if I die. And then, in addition to that, you can see right there, put in some... What? Earth? Fall! Fall! Alright, well, I put in this minecart track to collect... There you go. Collect the ink from the squids that fall here to kind of make this into a bit of an ink farm while I'm AFK getting my sea lanterns. If you can't... In case you can't hear, we're in a slime chunk. So yeah, so I put this in. Now you can see there's a lot of minecarts here. That's because, you know, I was pretty tired when I did this, and when the squids were falling, sometimes they would stop the minecart. So me being tired, my solution was, oh, let's just have more minecarts to push the other ones out of the way. When I realized afterwards I could have just put the minecart track under this layer of prismarine, and then I could even have had it like go back and forth in case the squids die like here or something. So I'm gonna have to redo that at some point. I mean, that's really, really not a high priority because this thing is not very efficient. Obviously, it's not meant to be a squid farm. It just so happens that, you know, as part of the Guardian farm, lots of squid like dying here. I'm probably going to build an ink farm at some point, but kind of lazy. I'll either do an ink farm or a wither rose farm. An ink farm sounds a lot safer than a wither rose farm because I'm sure the wither will kill me at least once while I'm trying to do that. Alright, well that is going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And if you have any ideas of what I should put in that big open area in the factory, please let me know because, again, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just making it up as I go, and again, yeah, I don't have any ideas. So please let me know down in the comments what you think, and until next time, so long.